Whoa. West Coast wise. I got sincere. What's this? Staying above this is a thought the devil covers. Let me log in here so I can see what's going on. It's the deal out there. Get a little bead here. All right, I'm in there. There we go. Hit like there. Why don't I see? I don't see the comments here. All right, there we go. So we We got Don Bishop in here. Not exactly how to pronounce that. Sure, how to pronounce that there. AGPXYZ. It's quite a name. It says, staying above this is a thought the devil covers. I bask if hovered, and below it lays in ego. He flies the full CF at the speed of Satyrai. Guide to the octagon a second before completion. I barely reached. Sometimes some things happen I experience and I realize that, I'm getting up there in age. I don't know the new slang. I'm not sure what that means right there. Jai God. This the brother you came by the school a couple times. Is that correct? He says staying above 6 also means did you mean to put staying? Because it says stating above dissatisfaction. Look, that's one of the main things. That's one of the main aspects of staying above 6, man. Cause see, one thing you gotta always remember, right? And this is when it comes to sleeping on people. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, 6 is right next to 7. So see, this is why we gotta continue daily, right? Because they're continuing daily. And see, all it takes is one slip. True self. So you said 6:57. That's the time right now. I mean, look, Yeah, that's pretty much. You need knowledge, but see, knowledge of what? You see what I'm saying? Just like and I mean, knowledge is infinite. Anything that you feel the desire, you're curious about it or whatever, handle what you gotta handle, right? But you know that there's some facts that's readily applicable. And others that's not. See, and all of that is a part of staying above 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see, a lot of times where, people, I guess they would say that they speaking on nation history. But all you really doing is talking about people business that's in the nation. There's a big difference. He said, does that mean it's never a time to be dissatisfied? If we are not dissatisfied with being deaf, dumb, and blind, we never would have went on the journey of knowledge of self. But see, Divine King, there's a difference between unsatisfied and dissatisfied. Right? The example that I like to use is if you give me some food, right, and I'm dissatisfied, I don't want no more. See what I'm saying? But if you give me some food and I'm unsatisfied, right, that means I didn't get enough. You see what I'm saying? So, indeed, right, if knowledge is infinite, right, then you're never gonna be in a state, of dormancy, You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna reach the ceiling of knowledge, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're dissatisfied with where you at right now. You see what I'm saying? Like I study every day, but I'm not dissatisfied. You know, these is all the things. See, look, you know, telling lies, stealing, cheating, trying to master the original man. All these types of things is how you could easily slip back into six, right? But see, what happens is you have excuses, right? Whereas, you know, word is bond, regardless of whom or what, right? No excuses. You know, but this is the type of thing that happens. You know, these is all, you know, like see when I mentioned that about, you know, a lot of times you talking about people in the nation, right? But you ain't never saying nothing good. See, that's the thing about balance, right? Is see balance, right? For us to lose this equilibrium, right? See, either I could go up or you could go down. See, on a day, today is the God day, right? So this is my question, right? Are you being the most high because you're pulling everybody else down, or because you really rising to the top? You said, I hear that a lot. Being dissatisfied is staying in the world of six. I mean, see, ultimately, right? Uh, you know, you have knowledge of self. So in this day and time, if you dissatisfied with yourself,
Good
right?
evening.
Peace.
I think in the cooler. Chocolate's left already?
Now I think he came yet. What time you came?
Me?
Yeah.
I never came here today. I came and moved everything yesterday.
Oh
I
yeah.
went to the park, so I just went. When I left home, I went straight to my spot. They had a big thing in the park last night.
Nah,
Walking park?
he probably gonna be in like 8.
That's fine. Oh, I was gonna give you one of next time. I'll give you one of the ginger beer or the sorrel.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. Good night, my dear.
So you said being at the buffet and being at the buffet and you don't like what's being given, you are dissatisfied as opposed to being at the buffet and the food is good but you don't have enough. You are unsatisfied, you know what I mean? But if you were dissatisfied, you're most like with proper knowledge would destroy what you are dissatisfied with. If you're dissatisfied, see, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Y'all gotta remember that they got all this new AI tools out, and so when you typing, you know what I'm saying, the spell check is even more crazy than it was before. So that's what's happening too. I'm getting comments. You know, because I can only go by what I'm saying right here. But getting back to the point of balance. You know what I'm saying? And see, look, that's even when you go out there. When you go out there, are you trying to teach by destroying people? See, because at that point, right, you're not the 5%, you the 30%. See, because you're holding this wisdom above people's heads. Hey, West Coast Wise, is this uh is this the wordsmith? Look, but get back to what I was saying. Is that what you're doing? Do you really know how to get into people's head? You know what I'm saying? When they're not, in terms of trying to figure them out or do nothing crazy, I'm talking about in terms of getting your message, right, received, right, as opposed to trying to go over everybody's head. You see what I'm saying? Because see, look, that I mean, if we playing that game, either that or the math. Now the mathematician wasn't all the way. Uh, or is this the brother? Is that the brother from Instagram that be sending me? Uh, I'm not exactly sure. He got some beats and he does some kind of cottage or something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Divine King. Ultimately, I mean, like, what is there for you to be dissatisfied with? Like I'm saying, that's for everybody. Think about that for a minute. If you the sole controller, right? All that above is caused by you, then what could you be dissatisfied with? You know what I'm saying? Because see, even in that time, that's what the people was dissatisfied with. When they say the cinnamon searched for this mystery God for trillions of years, right? Trillions of years, as opposed to only the 6,000 that the devil's been around, right? See, you is dissatisfied with the truth of yourself. See, it's like I said, there's some people, right, that they study in the lessons waiting for the magical powers to kick in. You know what I'm saying? The magical powers that they read about in the Christian Bible, in the Islamic Quran, you know what I'm saying? And, the Anunnaki or whatever. This is what they waiting on, right? Because they dissatisfied with the reality of arm, leg, arm, head. They dissatisfied that it ain't no magic. You know what I'm saying? This ain't bewitched where you twinkle your nose. You see what I'm saying? So see, if you having a hard time and if you having a hard time and you dissatisfied, that's because either you a savage or you being around savages, and possibly both. See, I like to keep shit simple. You know, people have 1,000. You know, sometimes, you know, I'll be thinking like, look, why don't you do a plan? You have this, so you know, so you tell somebody, like, look, you know, you got this plan. You know, I'm, you know, planning things quite often. You know, and then I get people that be like, yo, what's the plan? See, I tell them what the plan is. It's like, yo, look, I mean, you know, you gonna get with the business. Cause see, I don't do 1,000 meetings. I don't do 1,000 meetings. You know what I'm saying? If we already know what we're doing, we already got the blueprint for things. What is all this talking? You know what I'm saying? But check this out. I got a question. Kasim, what's the deal? Divine understanding. So look, this is, you know, this question here, you know, generally speaking, right? You know, we tell Kasim, you know, divine understanding, West Coast wise, you know, to stand down. But look, I got a question for even y'all today, right? How much, how high, how high is Mount Everest in miles? I'll wait. You know, just the other day, a brother came out here. Uh, yeah, I knew him. You know, we all men now, but I knew him when he was, uh, man, he was like barely a teenager. I think when I first met him. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he was around. He was around. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the brothers over here at the school too. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you know, he was asking me some things about back in the days. You know what I'm saying? If we recall, you know what I'm saying? If I recall some things from back in the days, and when he did that, he jogged my memory. You know, not really jogged my memory, but he just made me think about how much stuff, right, that I don't even put on it. Like, I don't know if y'all thought y'all was getting the real juice. I don't know if y'all thought that. What is this? Kasim, it looks like they got you. I just was telling the brothers that, look, you know, spell check, they got AI in there now. So it's even more tricky. So we got divine understanding, 5.5 miles. Uh, you know, I'm gonna speculate that that's what Kasim meant right here. Anyone else? Anyone else? Come on, y'all got computers. Y'all on the phone. This shouldn't be hard, unless of course you don't know your degrees. So you don't know. You don't know what's the numbers. You don't know what's the numbers that you need to be plugging into. Like just the bar. 5.5 miles. So we seem to be and okay, so now look. This is just supposed to be point. So we got the bar put 6 miles, but we got 5.5 miles, right? So does anyone care to draw that up? Does anyone care to draw that up? Well, we started with what is the height of Mount Everest in miles? So I suppose brothers hit the calculator, and we got 5.5 miles, right? And so now the question is, does uh, can anyone draw that up there? Freedom just came in. So you gotta spend. See, this is what I'm saying. You gotta spend that type of time with the lessons, man. See, that's it. That's it. That's the thing. When I say I know my lessons now, I'm talking about all that, right? Or we just quoting. All these is the various things, right? That's inside of 120. Okay, I got a question. I got another question. We see since y'all ain't got no answers. Let me. So, West Coast wise, in the 32nd degree, in the 32nd degree, right? How many times does it say devil, and how many times does it say original man? So I need the gladiators out today. See, I thought, we've been dealing with the math. We've been dealing with the 1 to 10, but that's how we do. We go up, we go down. We go down, we go up. The world goes round. So, anybody else? How many times in the 32nd degree does it say original man, and how many times does it say devil? See, man, was was everybody? You gotta look up the website there, wherever they got it. See, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that uh, yeah, I don't know. See, wise, you got to study. you, you need you need to study. You got 3 and 3. Y'all got different lessons than me. It's 5 and 5. And what's the question to that degree? What is the question to the degree? What is the mental and physical power of a real devil? Right? And so we got 5 and 5, right? Now, that's the understanding wisdom degree, right? What is that born? All my knowledge. Oh yeah, this is the brother that he's building with Kara, right? Right. So understanding wisdom born power, right? Now, what what do we learn about that number understanding wisdom? See, I would have loved y'all on the streets, man. That's what I got like. See, y'all would have been funny, man. You know. See, on here is different. Cause when I was like 16, 17, we not giving out a whole lot of answers. Right. 32 degrees, Dubois. Now, what is 32 degrees? What is significant about 32 degrees? Water freezes, right? Okay. What is the boiling point of water? You said when dealing with Mount Everest, even the highest mountain peak is still within 6. It requires, when climbing, multiple stops of doing the knowledge to continue climbing and reach above 6. Yeah, I was just looking at something where they was talking about peace. I was just looking at something where they was talking about clearing uh it's corpses on the mountain, you know what I'm saying, from people not making it when they make that climb. You know what I'm saying? So 212, right? 100 degrees Celsius. Good answer, right? But 212, what is that born? Cue the TV, right? So that borns power, right? So again, we got 5 and 5, right? It's all over the place. You gotta study the lessons to see this stuff. But check it. So now, right now, is anybody? We getting any insight here? We getting any insight? Yeah, you gotta catch up. Your technology, I told you, you got AI and everything now. But it's is any significance? Is any significance coming here? Okay, represents the power of deception. I can agree with that, but I mean, everybody got to say what they say. I got a particular idea that I'm gonna express in a minute when I see if anybody wants to have any insight. Well, Jude TV, we came in, we started with staying above 6, and then we went to Mount Everest, right? Today's degree in the actual facts, right? And said, okay, what is the height of Mount Everest in miles? Okay, so Kasim says 2 sides. Okay. Anyone else? Bueller? Back in the days, I couldn't do that. I'm telling you from my own experience, like, nah, dude, come out the corner over there. You got. Hey, nah, bro, what you do over there? Now, the guys sit at this table over here. you know, uh, the, uh, you know, we only as strong as our weakest link. And so, people made it their business to make sure that you're strong. So Kasim said we have the power to free someone or something, but also the power to draw it up because boiling water eventually evaporates. See, Kasim? I knew you had it in you. But we ain't that. So this here, you said one with the magnetic and one without. See, we see, that's what I had to see. I just see it now. Yes, now you join it up. This is what I'm talking about. So you said 4 sides to a square. Uh, I mean, indeed, you tie it in with what we're talking about right now. Can't understand the wisdom because they are caught up in it. Divine Understanding said there's a polarity of power both mentally and physically, true and living, and mystery God. 10th degree, 5 and 5. Said when dealing with the height of Mount Everest, it's actually pretty small compared to mountains like Denali. Mount McKinley. I don't know about Mount McKinley. I know there's I think Kilimanjaro, and I think Mount Kilimanjaro and the volcano in Hawaii is actually bigger because they extend under the water. But Mount Everest is the highest peak. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, catch up. Magnetic. All right. So, getting it to what I'm saying, right? Or these are great answers, right? It said Mount Everest is 20,320. Mount Everest base starts at like 15,000 feet. Indeed, the highest peak, but the mountain itself isn't that tall. Uh, you sure you're not talking about Pikes Peak that starts at 15,000 feet? You know, Pikes Peak, that's the particular highest point. You got a mountain ranges, but that particular peak is the highest. But you know, you keep adding on with that, right? Said the Himalayas range is high. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I just, the shelf. So you saying that the shelf that it sits on is not a part of the mountain? I mean, but like I said, that's a whole other direction, right? But we got the most high peak on the planet, right? See what that means is that you have the power. You have the power to elevate to the most high, and you got the power to fuck up. That's what it's telling you. See, when you say water freeze and water boils, right? The water is the wisdom, right? And the wisdom is the word. So see, that's the power that you have in your words. You have the power, right? To cause a cold current, right? In which all the success that you trying to achieve is frozen. All the people that you might want to work with in order to accomplish something, they freezing you out. And like the guy said, you have the power to draw people up. See, all that power exists inside us, right? Arm, leg, arm, head. Power. And see, that's a part of staying above 6. See, how you going to stay above 6 if you can't even exercise your power? How you going to get to 6 without getting to 5? Yayo 922. Welcome to the channel. See, it's just like, look, when you say who's the original man, right? What's the first thing it tells you in that degree? It says, who's the original man? The original man is the Malik, what's the deal? The original man is the Asiatic black man, right? To make devil, what must one first do? You gotta start with the original man. So see, that's what it's telling you, right? That we have the power to bring about love, peace, and happiness, or death, hell, and destruction. almighty knowledge, you start grafting from the original. Now look, that's the right answer. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But just a question: what degree is you knowledge now?
Boy, you got the TV on?
Yeah. Almighty knowledge, you in the actual facts. You know, that's quite remarkable. So did you catch the last live? Almighty knowledge. I, Justice said I passed my CISSP exam today. You can now refer to me as the cybersecurity guy. But welcome to congratulations, Mr. Justice there, Mr. Cybersecurity. But you know, that's the type of thing. You know, look, you reach the pinnacle. You reach the pinnacle of you reach the pinnacle of that science. You know, on the day of the Most High. But Almighty knowledge, did you catch the last? Did you catch the last live? District 120. All right, you just got back from Cali. Yeah, now because on the last live, uh, you know we we went back to the beginning, right? And we I asked a question of somebody that I think he might have been on actual facts or some of that nature, right? And I asked him, did he understand the lessons? Did I asked him, I think I specifically asked him, did he understand the knowledge degree in the 1 and 10? A wrench? Yeah, you know what? I actually got to do some stuff, but I've only been on my phone, and I don't even see the comments here. I got no idea what's going on with that. I'm sure there's a way to handle it, but I'm not aware of it. So, Almighty knowledge. Do you do you understand the knowledge degree in the 1 and 10? Justice, I think Justice must have had that. Uh, Justice must have had that from the beginning. I think who got one? I know Justice got one. Complete had one. Okay, so you understand the Nas agreeing to 110. Okay, so I'm gonna let I'm nah. You know what? Let me just do it the old-fashioned way, right? So, what does who mean? That's for you, Almighty Knowledge. What does who mean? And is Justice even on YouTube? But yeah, I gotta log in on the computer anyway, cause there's some other stuff I gotta see. They sent me this thing where uh they yeah, see, Justice is telling you right there, was. But Almighty Knowledge, don't think I forgot just because we kept talking. What does who mean? Yeah, they sent me this thing YouTube for uh 793rd just came in, but with 793rd, he listens, he goes all the way back to the beginning and then watch the whole video in double time after he catch up. But yeah, they sent me this thing uh for like ads, like sponsorships and stuff. So I don't know. I might have to clean up my act. I might have to clean up my act so I can make some money. All my knowledge. See, not for nothing. That's why I kind of don't like. He said it pertains to the specific person or group the subject is correlated to. Uh, I understand what you're saying right here, but this is like even right here where you say the subject is correlated to, right? What if it's no subject? Like, what if somebody just walks in and I say, "Who is that?" See, when these and see, one of the reasons I do this, and the reason I went through it myself, right, is because when you got to be able to speak concisely. And see, you're talking about the original man. That's what I'm saying. I didn't ask you to identify the who in that degree, I ask you, what does who mean? See what I'm saying? Like if I say what is knowledge, that don't mean for you to tell me everything that you know. You tell me what knowledge is. What is the definition of knowledge? What does it mean? What is the meaning? Said the internet is not as good as building in person. I mean, this shit is crap. This is just for me, this is a sign of the world that I live in. You live in a world where it's like, you gotta you gotta activate in that environment. So this is a part of the environment we in, but ain't nothing good. Ain't is nothing in comparison.
Peace of God's and earth.
Peace.
How you doing today?
Everything smooth. So why is you putting in your bid to go to the show and prove already? I mean, yeah, this shit, man. That's I got some bigger plans than I've been having. Right now, I'm pretty twisted since my hand's been messed up, man. Really, you know, uh, therapy has been doing good. I feel better. You know what I'm saying? But the hand is still. But tomorrow, I go back to the. Tomorrow, I got to go to the orthopedic guy. So hopefully, I don't know. If he lets me take this off, that will be a happy moment. You know what I'm saying? Whatever else, I see tomorrow. So you says here, if you said who's that, would there not be a subject to who is corresponding to? No, the person is the subject. Like when I say who is that person, right? That person is the subject. There's no other subject. And we green. Getting to and staying at the show and prove costs $1,000. God damn. That's how much it costs to come to New York. That's how much it costs to come to New York for a weekend? You must take those kind of planes that Mayor Adams got caught. you must be riding in the seat next to Mayor Adams on the plane. All my knowledge, who means which person. Where means which place. When means which time. So you what I'm saying is you gotta remember, right? We were just talking about the 85%, right? And what their mind state is on 32 degrees, right? You don't have, they don't have knowledge and wisdom. So you can't be going through all of this to give them the understanding. That's a part of getting into people's heads, right? Because if they understand, then you have a less chance of them wanting to hurt you because you calling them an uncivilized savage. Shit. Almighty Nas said he spent 1,200. And see that there's uh I guess that's the good part about being from New York. You see, like if I had to come to Seattle and spend that kind of money, you know, I'm saying, uh, I mean, I would be expecting, a little bit more. Can't cut. All right, stayed 4 or 5 days. 600 for the flight. Yeah, see, you riding with Adams, man. Stay out of first class, man. It's not for black people. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be able to build with people. Remember, you out there, right? We supposed to be teaching babies. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the situation, sometimes we teaching people that we know very well, and so they can relate to us, right? You know what I'm saying? Uh, we teach people that's probably in our same age group, you know, until the internet, they got to be somewhere they live around you. So y'all might be kind of in the same mindset, right? But what happens when you go to teach babies? You know what I'm saying? And so now they don't, you can't just speak roundabout, and because they identify, they from a whole other time, right? They're not in your friend group where they know your slang, and everything that you mean before you say it. You know what I mean? Like we could be speaking mathematics, right? And if you said something you miss, I say I understand what you meant. It's very important to keep it simple. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Now I know why. Shit, you lucky to get off with $1,000. Now that you said that, you lucky to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? But uh, we not done. Almighty knowledge. What does is mean? See, because how can you tell me you know what the sentence mean, right? How can you tell me you know what the paragraph, what the lesson means, and you don't know the words that the paragraph consists of? The same way, how could you tell me you know what the word means, right? And you don't know what the letters is? So you got to get down into the grains. You know what I mean? See, look, Elijah Muhammad had to go study all this stuff and then quote it without the lessons. Like we was given the lessons. There's no hard part there. You said, wouldn't that still pertain to the subject? What are you talking about? The word is? Today's Elijah Muhammad born there? Shout out to Elijah. That's my good brother right there. Elijah's a friend to the room, friend to the channel here. So when you say, wouldn't that still pertain to the subject? What you mean is? I'm gonna build a replica. I'm gonna have a replica built. Depending on how this construction go on, I'm gonna have a replica of high school built. And when y'all come out here, and y'all coming from the school, the high school, I'm gonna bomb you like I used to do back in the days. And so when you're looking at the word is, it isn't formulated in a sentence by itself. It must be put into the context of words that create a sentence. So is still pertaining to a subject we are speaking on. No. See, what you're trying to do is tell me what the question is asking you. Peace. You trying to tell me what the question is asking you. See, is means to be in the present tense, as opposed to was or will be. Is a form of the word to be, which means to exist in the present as, right? Is also means equal to, right? 2 plus 2 is 4. So, all my knowledge. What does be mean? So people love pain and will brag that they brought the killer whale out of you. Hey, listen, man. Look, I don't mind. Yeah, is a form of the word be, which means to exist. So is means to exist as in the present tense. See what they call those participles. Phil G. You know, Phil G, I was thinking about you the other day. You missed the live when we was talking about how now did you don't have to sign up for selective service no more. It's automatic. And as soon as I saw that news, I was like, see, Phil G. I was like, see, Phil G is old school. He did his own draft. You know, but you know, I guess all the little kids, you know, all the little kids is in the same boat with your seeds now. You know what I'm saying? You know, you play no video games at Phil G house. You got this is you playing that video game. There's a limitation on that. You better stay above 6. Woo, that's old school, man. That's how it used to be though back in the day. To tell you, look, you either go to college, get a job, or you go in the army, but you getting the fuck out. Yeah, I remember the first time, I probably was like 6 years old, man. And you know how old people be talking, they don't really notice the little kids, right? So I had walked right past everybody. I walked past through the living room, and I went in the kitchen, and I got something to eat, right? And I was walking back. So my son was like, yo, how you got over there? You was just in the room. Hey, what you doing eating? Yo, how old are you now? 6 years old? Yeah, you got 12 years before you gotta get out. Soon as you turn 18, bro, you out of here. You know, that's one of the reasons why people don't get rid of their kids now, because it's so soft over there. You know, I wouldn't have left neither. You know, if the fridge is always full, I'm playing video games all day, shit, where I'm going. You know, some people, you gotta think about that. Your child ain't retarded. Why would they leave a great situation like that? Who does that? So I just had to regulate on the youngster Saturday night. Man, you see? Man, that's cold blooded, Phil G. That's that's cold blooded, Phil G. You know. But almighty knowledge, we're at what does the mean? Self-realization. Yeah, that's cold blooded, man. You know, the young man is you know, he's trying to stay above 60. You know, he's trying to stay, you know, on top of 6. That's you know. Hey, look, man, I keep telling y'all, these babies ain't stupid. Don't take that. Don't take that for 1 minute.
Hey, son. The letter's underneath the front desk, y'all.
You know,
Underneath?
but
Lean on the back.
tell the young man that I said peace and stay on top of 6. He said, I don't see what the problem is. I mean, you know, yeah, you know, He's clearly your son. I mean, like, what would you expect me to do? You know, if you didn't want that to happen, perhaps you shouldn't have passed on to him those handsome looks there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what you expected to happen. Uh, oh, here we go. I was about to say, what does thee mean? I mean thee as in who is the original man, the one that's in the degree. Would it be redundant to say you or still the subject? Well, see, now look, if you define every word as the same, then what does any sentence mean? Like if who means the same thing as is, and is means the same thing as the, then how do we make sense of the lessons? NYPT talk show. What is NYPT? I feel G. You in competition with Don Bishop. Well, not you. You the hardest working man in Texas. Don Bishop, the hardest working man in South Jamaica, Queens. Uh, but yeah, what is NYPT? They have a YouTube show that covers some 5% topics.
What? Oh, some kind.
Ron Brown. Is that wait, is this I Supreme? He says he's a 5% and Morris Science Temple. He interviews God's Earth and more. You talking about I Supreme? You know, I've been hearing about that. You know what I'm saying? And he's been hitting me up recently. You know what I'm saying? We've been building. But I haven't seen it.
What is that?
The only thing that I did see,
Chicken?
I saw like an excerpt. I think is that the one that Wazasia was on not too long ago? Right. Okay. Yeah. So wait, Wazasia's a part of the show, or she just was interviewed on it? Her thumbnail's a picture of her firstborn prince. So you said, I would say, in order to understand the sentence, then we looking at it as a whole, like a picture. So how the words are woven together, which would be based on a context, is what we are speaking on. unless I'm omitting the subject. Who's this? Mass Star? Welcome to the channel. Uh, mm, yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. You know, I mean, okay, you saying that a picture, right? So let's stick with your example, right? If you show me a picture, right, of maybe some food that people eat in another place, right? If I don't know what that is, how do I observe the picture unless I know what all the elements in the picture are? Okay, so you gotta remember, we deal with all worlds from highest to lowest, right? So the way you're describing it, right? You're not totally off base, right? The 120 is a body, right? And the same way you got the lessons and I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just giving you an example so you can see what I'm saying, right? You got the lessons that is like the organs, right? You got the systems of the body, right? But then you also got cells, man. And cells is made of atoms. And so if those atoms in those cells is not complete, how do the body function? You see what I'm saying? Like, for instance, when you say who is the original man and who is the colored man, the words in that sentence make a difference. Not just the way it sounds. It's not that they sound different. Who is the colored man sounds like some shit in six, and that's not how it works. Those words actually have meaning. Yeah, well, look, uh, in the world, we got big fish to fry. All right, I check it later. I can't check it right now because that's on broadcasting. You know, speaking of that too, we getting down to the nitty gritty. I just happened to peek over at the time, and today I gotta start from scratch. I gotta I gotta get a whole bunch of things done actually.
Please.
Pete, get your dog.
The whole month of December with just salads. It can be done. Studying anatomy will show you how complex the universe is. Yeah, because look, all this stuff comes from inside of us, right? But almighty knowledge. The is a definite article, right? It means that you're speaking about something specific that people have knowledge of, right? There's a difference between if I say, did you read the book or did you read a book? See, it means that whatever's that word that's coming right after it, right, is already known, is already defined. You got that part? So you have indefinite articles, you know, a book, in egg. See, meaning that it's not defined what book you're talking about. It's not defined what egg you're talking about. As opposed to if I say the egg, you know, if it's not defined, you're gonna say what egg? Programmed by society. So look, almighty knowledge. Now we at the part. We at the part where, uh, you know, you got to go your way if you don't know what original means.
Oh, you don't call it the other time, but you want to call it for support. Same
Peace.
time to all of y'all.
Right.
I don't hear from y'all.
Good.
Y'all want to be support.
Everything is same. I started break. Give me 1 second. I started breaking the cost down to 2 bags back here.
See, if you don't know what original means,
But other than that, the cost goes down.
you no longer 5%.
Yeah, I got you. But you already know.
As per me.
I keep telling you, she emotionally fucked up in the head.
You know, I don't even know what you be doing here if you if you don't know what original means, you know, you clearly was supposed to walk through door 3. You laughing, but what original means? The New York Liberty. To do what? Rooting for them to do what? Original would be the origin. Now look, it's you know, you shouldn't use a word to define the word. You know, I know what original means, but if I didn't, I wouldn't know what origin means either. So I recall when I asked that, Osborne asked, and Power was cracking up, just seeing me stuck on deep. Hey, man. Or you could say the first. That's what it is. Original means first. The authentic. Not the bootleg. That's the original. Yo, whoever that is out there, could you tell him to close the door? Yo, I caught that too, what you said though too, West Coast, as far as Now I Was Born. But I had talked to him and he told me that was gonna be about the time. But yeah, you know, for a lot of y'all knew, man, you know, Now I Was Born, one of our brothers, man, that was there when the channel set off. You know what I mean? A couple people, DeBar, West Coast Wise, 793rd, Justice, couple people on this list. It's like, you know, I had the channel for maybe a month or something. I don't know, a couple of weeks and shit. Yeah, the original Mr. 120 ain't on tonight, though. I'm talking about the people that's on right now. But, so I had the channel for, I think, maybe a couple weeks. a month, something like that, before I would start going live. You know what I'm saying? It might have been a week. I ain't sure. It was a short period of time. But as soon as I started going live, you know, it was already because of the other videos I had already built up to that. See, this to me, I like this format the best because, you know, I don't got to edit. You know, you got to do all that. And I mean, that's, you know, nothing wrong with it, but I don't always have that kind of time. Now, program society, is there a particular reason that you spell whom WHOMB? Yeah, Infinite, you know, but you know, see the thing with Infinite, he chops the videos up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when I'm editing, you know. First 25 subscribers. I was looking at the Western Name today. It said I got 16 members on the channel. Okay, almighty knowledge. What does man mean? But yeah, is this just a typo, right? What is WHOMB? All right, see that? Look, see almighty knowledge. You see how concise that was? You see what happens when you really know what it means? One word, it ain't take you 10 years. See, that's what knowledge is. Freedom culture, the etymology of man is manas, which is mind. See, get all the other words like that too. The other ideas, the other concepts, the other people. Right? Whether you know, they allegorical or you think they mythological, right? Or they real people, right? There's people in 120 lessons. You know, do you know the history? You know, do you know the environment that they was in that affected them, that they affected? Right? The people that they roll with? You know, because all of that has an impact, right, on what they doing in a degree and what is the meaning of them being in a degree and why they interacted with people the way they did in that degree. You see what I'm saying? Like when it tells you, it goes back to Yakub, right, all the way to when he was 6 years old, really to when he was born. But in terms of his experiences, it starts telling you from the time when he's 6 years old, right? And then all of that background, right? All of that background leads up to the wisdom build degree. Where he goes in the island of Patmos and start making the devil, right? But from 21 to 27, this is our background. See, that's why it tells you after. It don't tell you before. See, first it just tell you about the seed of the idea, right? Who was the founder of this idea right here? Unlike attract, unlike attract and like repel, right? But then you get all the way to understanding that cipher and say, tell us when and how the devil is made. So one of the greatest lessons is don't ever panic. I mean, look, that's all a part of what the cipher is. On the medicine cabinet, you mean not the medicine cabinet, the city sciences. But almighty knowledge saying that, yeah, the background, the studies, the environment of all those people that's in the lessons, because look, you're using these people's experience as a learning tool. You see what I'm saying? And so some things, right? It's like, if I was gonna do everything you do, right? But I don't, know nothing about you. I don't, we don't. I don't have the same abilities that you have. Yeah, Adam means man in Hebrew. But they say Adam, at least the way I've heard them pronounce it. But look, almighty knowledge, here's the thing too, right? Look at that as a blueprint. They see it ain't nothing between you and doing that to the rest of the 120, but air and opportunity. And it's just a step in the stage, right? It's a step to where you got knowledge of that wisdom that's on the paper, right? You've increased the knowledge that you have about that wisdom on the paper, and so you're going to increase your ability to understand. But we get down to the nitty gritty. The supermarket is calling me. In fact, West Coast, I need you to check that for me. I need you to check that for me and line me up. It said Adam is a Sumerian word which means man-made. Oh, Adam-uz is a Sumerian word which means man made of molten clay. Yeah, no, that's not from right now though. mean, I think, right, yeah, that's that's much more like it. Right. That's what I was saying. Like, yeah, that's not, one thing about me, I'm an honest guy. All my guys is honest. But like I said, I gotta handle this business over here at the supermarket, right? So question now being, do we have any questions out there before I go ahead and do this
Peace.
piece of money?
What's going on?
Everything, yeah, just doing the class.
Got you.
I saw the title, this title right here, but I didn't get a chance to look at it. Actually, was that the video? I had turned the video on, right? You was in the car, and then you kept saying something like, "Yo, it's not Star," whatever you said, and then you cut the video off. Your boss up about to descend on his God degree. Pretty much that's where I'm at. But I ain't gonna get fancy. Y'all know the kid. This like a this is a turkey burger night. This ain't a barbecue chicken night. I got some mixed greens still left over. Okay, yeah, so that's a different video, but I saw the title, but I just didn't get a chance to check it. Of course I heard of Beef Baby. Larry Davis. You know Larry Davis was from around my way? I mean, I don't know if that's your actual, name, or you just, you put that, but yeah, he's from around my way. Chicken fried rice, spicy, no egg with salmon rolls. Yeah, nah, I ain't. You see, Wise talking about he got to spend $1,000. I don't hardly eat outside. Narula. Larry Davis made a rap record. Yeah, I recall that. So could you break down your C on today's degree? Now look, this is kind of a pet peeve. But when you say, break down your C, it's just that language just kind of throws me off. Like when people use bill as a noun, it throws me off. You know what I'm saying? But you asking me how I see today's. Now you said degree here. You mean the supreme mathematics? Said that it was about there's no 85 or 10% or 5% because that goes against the principles of the 5%. You know, it's one of the things, right, where it's like, you know, if if you think about it long enough, right, it starts to not make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, if you're saying that is 10% and 85% within the 5%, right? Then that would mean that, going according to this train of thought, right, that there's also 5% within the 5%. And so then in reality, those are the only true 5%. You know what I'm saying? But you know, in terms of watching people, you know what I'm saying? Of knowing who you're dealing with, you know, not in the sense of, you know, judging for them, but in the sense of knowing who you around. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you know, people got to be aware that everybody who say they're 5% is not 5%. Okay, uh, Master, would you say righteous name is? Master, he said he's ready for the meat. Uh, yeah, the whole thing. I've been beefing with the people. They've been too much project shit. You know the kid. I Master Ruler. Okay, Master Rule. So you know, how fast is our planet travel? 1,037 third miles per hour on its way around the sun, right? You know, 1,037 and one third borns 6. He said the idle mind is the devil's playground. Indeed, I remember one of Dr. Pork's followers tell me that the firstborns had membership cards. Yeah, nah, I never heard no shit like that. Now, when we look at the Bell degree, right, and it tells us that this water cannot rise above 6 miles from the Earth's surface, right? The reason is because of its high speed of rotation on its way around the sun. Yeah, I had a feeling you never had. See, look, you know, look, not for nothing. that is, it's petty. It's petty, right? I can admit that up front. But bro, this is that's how I do. Like when I come through, I come to splash with something you ain't never heard what I got. See, that's what I'm saying. See, for me, I'm saying when I had that kind of misunderstanding, right? Where I thought that was uh, something important for me to do. You know what I mean? In terms of get up and uh, go outside and show everybody that my knowledge was high powered. You know what I'm saying? You know, uh, I always did that. You know what I mean? Now, it is petty, right? In terms of the reason where, you just want to stand out or whatever, you know what I mean? But, that's all I got the knowledge as a child. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, right? Uh, that's what led me to constantly be doing in-depth study. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not a copycat. I'm not, just coming to the cipher saying what this brother right here said. You understand what I mean? And so, uh, once I start doing that, you see what I mean? And then that's when, like I said, the knowledge and the understanding comes from within you. You see what I'm saying? Even if it's just in the form of that's where you chose to look. You know what I'm saying? You chose to study in that degree or study in that science or, wherever you was, you might have been somewhere where you had an opportunity to do some more research on something that's in 120. Rather it's through or have an experience, right? That now you could say, okay, this thing right here, I can vouch for this 100% because I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, the the reason that the Earth is spinning at 1,037 third miles per hour is because of the Son of Man, right? That's the God degree, right? And it tells you also in that Bill degree, right, that everything that's happening, right, with that rotation of the planet, with the 6 miles, and everything that's happening with the water is caused by the Son of Man. So that's the God degree already told you that. But it just went more in depth. From earlier, yeah, I don't know what that was about, West Coast. Yeah. Hey, listen, when you bring your two or three, when you bring your 2 or 3 people out here that you taught, they may have to get tested. But so yeah, we got anything else out there? You said you had 2 or 3 people that you was bringing out here that you taught. Yeah, I was saying that when they get out here, they might have to be tested. So we gotta see if you taught them the understanding wisdom degree like you got. So I guess that's about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they listen. See, I'm not. I'm not involved no more. You know, I'm like. Uh. Yeah. See, that movie is too old. Y'all probably don't remember that. But you know, I'm you know, how would you say, uh, you know, I'm not active. You know, I'm active. You know what I'm saying in terms of building, right? You know, of course I am, right? Uh, you know, I'm being active right now. You know what I mean? But in terms of, you know, uh, like really, you know, see, because first of all, I could tell that. I know it might sound mysterious, but when a person come to the school, right, you can't tell who's who. See, anybody, you know, somebody's they first time can't stop smiling. You can't stop smiling. They got 1,000 copies of everything. They done bought all the paraphernalia. So you already know who's who. You know what I'm saying? And just in general, I mean, it's like with anything. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to a certain point, right? Then it's like, yo, you know, what I look like going out and you know, bombing people that had denied 2 months or 6 months or 2 years, right? That's just you know, it's time to hang up the. Motherfucking idea. Shit, when I'm talking to the brothers I taught one on one, I call righteous and I was born to test them on a 3-way just to see what they're gonna say. Yeah, I mean shit. You know, at the end of the day, you know, it's you know, you try to hold people's hands, but at the end of the day, man, it's sink or swim, fly or die here. You know what I'm saying? You know, the square, right? Like nobody can hold up your square. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't hold up the square right here, baby. Okay, you stand on the square up here while I'm holding. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, ultimately, you know, if this person is my equal, right? I mean, what the fuck, everybody passed that knowledge degree. Everybody passed that knowledge degree in 1 to 10 and say, yeah, that's me. See, everybody on here, people come on here, you say what your righteous name is, you got your righteous name as your handle, whatever the case may be, right? See, like back in the days, right? We just say that the A stand on the square. So you can't really, you know what I'm saying? Where, this is the head going down to the legs, and the A is on the square. So saying that to say, everybody here say A stands for them. Shout out to, I don't know if, because let's pretend that there is maybe a singular woman watching. Let's pretend and show some respect, man, and say, all y'all dudes, right? Say A stand for y'all. So ultimately, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because we deal with science. And science has to be tested, God. Like that's what science is, right? It's ideas about what's causing the phenomenon and various reality around us, right? And so you got laws and you got theories. Laws is really mathematical things that is established, right? Things fall to the earth at 9.8 meters per second, 32 feet per second squared, right? Now, we have an idea where we're saying that gravity causes that, right? Some other people got some other ideas. So what happens is you set up experiments and you test it, right? And some theories have been tested multiple times by multiple people in multiple places over a long period of time, right? And other theories, people are scared to test. Now, I'm not saying we a theory, but I'm just saying, right, that if they just stay around you, or not just saying you doing it, I'm saying if the person just stay around whoever they teacher, right, hasn't been tested that they got. It hasn't been tested, they haven't shown improving it. You see what I mean? Because remember, this is the highest elevation of us. With proper knowledge of ourselves. Right? So just like we was just saying, everybody's not us. So how we know the difference, right, between those that's us and those that's not us. You see what I mean? Just like you was just, the video you just did in relation to people saying 10% and 85% is in 5%, right? How do you make that discernment and say, no, you're not in the 5%? Things gotta be tested. We going through tests. Fasting, studying your lessons, all of that. That's good. But you gotta go out there, right? You gotta go out there, right, and remain civilized, right, and come back civilized. Come back showing that you taught civilization. No matter how powerful you is, right? I don't know if that's possible being under somebody else's wing. Because if you haven't shown and proven, then what are these people listening to you for? Like I'm saying, the people you supposed to be teaching, you ain't showing proof nothing, so who are they? I personally wouldn't trust them. If I know, they came through somebody who's not us. Like right now, if somebody tells you, I got the knowledge from Joe Rogan, right? Shout out to Joe Rogan. I'm just not against him. Just first person, you was watching different YouTube channel, and you was watching the Joe Rogan channel, and that's how you got the knowledge. Okay, I would did this full stop. So that's why I've always been like that. You got a limitation of time to be around me, cause I got shit to do. You see what I mean? I don't have no, you know, what I do. I got, what I'm saying, different things that I do that's organized. But I'm saying I'm not building like a street organization or something. You know what I mean? Where I need all these. You understand what I mean? If brothers is teachers and we a alike, then yeah, we come back together and work on something as equals, right? But see, by the time we work on something as equals, right, ain't nobody even supposed to know you gave me the knowledge. But alas, I know my battery's down to the nitty gritty too. Let me see, I got my plug. Let me plug in, man. But I still gotta go. Gotta catch the supermercado. Dumar used to say, with responsibility, there must be accountability. Therefore, we examine. Indeed, man. Hey, look. That's one of the people. Dumar. That's one of the people I had to deal with. When I came around, that was one of the. You talk about being tested. A lot of stuff, Dumont was the first person that I seen clean up the yard. Came in here one day, and he that was a habit of his. If he see me, right, and he wants something, not like just saying money or whatever, but like he got some kind of idea, right, and he want me to help him execute it or something, right? So when I walk in, he said, "Doc," and then pause. When he paused, he stand up straight. Then it's like, man, let me get out of here, man. But in that particular time, I came in, he said that, and then he was like, "Yo, we got to clean up all this property. This is ours." At that time, the school's like Little House on the Prairie. You know what I'm saying? There was no fences. There was no other buildings. The parking lot even came later. See, a lot of y'all probably remember the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like mad rubble. Like it just looked like, whatever happened to the other buildings that was on that block, the bricks was just left there. You know what I'm saying? Until Dumont came and was like, "Yo, this is all ours right here. We need to clean this up." You know what I'm saying? And You know what's funny? Small world, West Coast. Why Kim was there? Why King was there? There's actually a picture of us standing in a circle, and I'm smiling. While King is there, they all everybody listening to Dumont. That picture is from that day. I'm sure you've seen it before. So yeah, that was one of the jump offs I worked on with the guy. You know, of course, I'm still in the action. You know, but I got it somewhere. I don't know where, but trust me, Joaquin got it. I don't know why he didn't show it to you.
You can hear me and say, don't knock it, don't knock it.
I didn't hear you.
Halftime. But yeah, that was he was there. So at any rate, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it. Of course, you know we're supposed to be on tomorrow. I gotta go. I gotta go do my therapy. My therapy. Any 5% in North Carolina. I know in South Carolina, what's the name said he was fucked up for a minute. Complete. But look, I got to call down there. I need to call down there. I got to call to Florida. You know, they talking about everybody's got to evacuate out of Florida. So we'll see. Lord Jess came into town and built with us on the early 5% history. All right. But yeah. Same bad time, same bad place. See y'all tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to sign off and say peace while y'all do the each one teach one and hit the like button.